Greetings, it's Will from stormthecastle.com. Today is Sunday. We're going to be visiting a basilica in St. Louis, Missouri. And I'm going to show you something, to tell you something about this basilica. Something beautiful that is going to evoke your sense of wonder. A couple of years ago, I fulfilled a lifelong dream of seeing America. I spent 6 months and drove 20,474 miles and saw it all. And I'm going to have a series of videos to share this with you, all the wonderful and beautiful things that America has to offer. But in this video, one of the stops that I made was in St. Louis, Missouri, and there were a few different things I saw there, including this beautiful basilica. And I had to stop in actually twice. The first time I came to this basilica, it was closed, so I could only get pictures of the outside. But I was determined not to give up on seeing the beautiful mosaic inside. So several months later, I went back and finally got in. And then in this video, I'm going to share that with you. So the basilica itself, the plans for it started in 1905, I believe, or 1906, and the ground was broken in 1907. It was consecrated in 1926, which is, pretty good, just under 20 years from groundbreaking to consecration. Of course, there was still more work to be done after that, and it's kind of like a living organism. Many of these churches and cathedrals they continue to work on them. But the really, really interesting thing about this, basilica is the mosaic tile work inside. They began working on the mosaic in 1912, and they didn't finish it for 76 years until 1988. The tile work is composed of 41.5 million glass tesserae pieces. Those little glass tile, like ceramic tile kind of. It's in more than 7,000 different colors. And the tile work covers 83,000 square feet. It's just quite magnificent. And one thing I want to point out about this is that mosaic work often is not just, and this does apply to other artwork too, is not just a picture, an image. It's storytelling. So these mosaics tell a story, and that's really important. But the thing I wanted to say to you about that sense of wonder is, think about this. The person who laid that very first tile in 1912 never lived to see it finished. Probably, 76 years later. And, when you consider a generation to be about 20 years, that's just about 4 generations of people working on this mosaic tile work. And I think that's humbling in a way, or inspiring in a way, to be part of a generational quest for a beautiful project that you're part of, but never will really see the end of it. And I do have a Friday Fish and Chips coming about generational quests. That'll probably be, I'm not sure when that's going to be scheduled, but that's coming up, because I think that's really important to be. When you're part of a generational quest, there's a humility in it, a humbleness in it, but there's also a beauty in it. The continuation of a project that's beautiful, like a cathedral, or the mosaic within a cathedral, So that's how I think, if you're in the St. Louis area, I highly recommend you stop in the cathedral. If you're not religious, you're not Catholic or Christian, it's still beautiful to visit. Yeah, you really be kind of spellbound by it. And there were other things in St. Louis to see too, which I also visited, and I'll be covering that in a video, including the gateway to the west, that beautiful arch. And, of course, St. Louis is famous for its ribs, so I had to stop at a rib place and get myself some beautiful St. Louis ribs. But anyway, So this is day 19 of the Sense of Wonder YouTube channel, and I've posted a video every day. I'm proud of that. I plan to continue that. If you could help me out, starting out with this new channel that I started on January 1st of 2025. If you like something like you want to see more, contribute by just giving me a thumbs up or by leaving a comment. The YouTube algorithm doesn't know if what videos are worthwhile. They can only detect interaction. So if you interact with this video in a variety of ways, it helps and YouTube takes notice and will bring us more people into this beautiful little community that we're trying to build here. And remember, it's about life, adventure, creativity, and never losing that sense of wonder.